dictionary. So I think dictionary, let's say in other different computer languages, they call maybe hashtag, hashmap, or like object. I cannot remember. I mean, it has a lot of names, but the most important thing is that they have a key value paired information. Key value. Yeah. So in Python, if you have a key value data structure, we call it dictionary. That's it. So now, in order to declare, I'm gonna make a dictionary, right? So meaning that we need to do like the curly brace here. Yeah, we have a curly brace open, close curly brace, and then key value. Yeah, with the comma. So in data science, there are 3 different types of data structure, as I mentioned, but I don't know. But structured data, semi-structured data, unstructured data. Structured data means CSV file, like a matrix. It's very well organized, like a TSV file. CSV file means like a comma separate value. TSV is tab separate values. Basically, they're the same. Yeah, but they have a like a very clear, like a organized, like a let's say array information. We call it structured data. And then what is the unstructured data? Yeah, unstructured data is text data. So looking at the Twitter, yeah, Twitter people can type in whatever they want, right? Even they can break their grammar, right? But it's okay, yeah. So we call this kind of text data as unstructured data. But now we are talking about the semi-structured data. What is semi-structured data? So in computer science or data science, they call this kind of dictionary is semi-structured data. Okay, and also recently, I don't know how many of you guys how the JSON file, JSON is actually JavaScript object notation, stands for JavaScript object notation. But JSON is also same as dictionary. It's a different name, but there's key and value paired. But what the reason I'm emphasizing this dictionary the data structure is because if you go to the real world in order to visualizing something, let's say these days half of data is a CSV file, like structured data, half of them is unstructured, semi-structured data, I'm sorry. Yeah, JSON file. So, I mean, you need to get used to play with the JSON data. Yeah, I mean, JSON data is pretty important. I mean, just take a look at the array. So we simply like indexing, just like using the bracket here, right? Or sometimes we do like data and then dimension. This is the third dimension, 2, 0, 0. We can index data in this way. Yeah, because this is a structured data. We can indexing, right? Based on the hierarchy of the dimension, right? But now we have a little bit different, like the system, but that kind of data is become bigger and bigger. See, actually, a lot of the local government or organization, they release not only CSV file, but also the JSON file or XML file or things like that. Okay. So this is nothing special. As I said, Python is one of the easiest languages for ordinary people. So very similar, right? So we have this data, and then we make a parenthesis using the rather than number. So we can use the key value, let's say. Name, right? So you're gonna print Namju, yeah? And then weight, you're gonna print 65, right? So we basically query information by key, right? And then the return value is the value of the key, okay? Great. So here, person is an object, dictionary object. It has a height, name, weight. But after that, I wanna add one more parameter called address. And then we can do this like this. We can basically append. You know what? The list has their own sort of sequences because they're lists like in order, right? Because we can indexing from 0 and -1, or like we can pop the last one. But dictionary has kind of this concept, but I think it has a more like a little bit different, like a linked concept. I mean, which is a little bit different. But as I said, what I'm trying to say is that we can index by key value, okay? Because tomorrow we're gonna deal with the JSON file or GeoJSON file. So most of the data has a key and value. So we need to indexing the particular sort of section or data set, yeah? And then we have a, also this, you're familiar with this operation, right? The plus equal. It's meaning that whatever the number you have, I just want to increase this many number to your base number. Yeah. So if you print it, it has a my weight, my height is become grow. My name is same, weight is same. I add my address to the dictionary. Okay. And then also I added the other scale. I can do Rhino. I can do Grasshopper, Photoshop. I can add. Yeah. So also using the delete special, it has no like a parenthesis, right? So it's just like some designate special function that which allow us to remove a particular key pair value inside of the dictionary. So this is the just a good function. Yeah. And then also we have a new keyword, enumerate things. So to make a long story, if you put the enumerate, if you put the dictionary inside of the enumerate, it gives us two return value. Yeah. The first return value is going to be key value. And the second value is going to be the actual value. Because we are not using number to index, right? We use key value to index. So the enumerator is basically decompose the dictionary, and then it give us a key. And then using this key, we can actually index the dictionary to get the right value. Okay. So I mean, I know it's a bit confused. Even for me, if I learn I'm trying to retrospect to my past, but it's really complicated, even simple one line of code. So I'm just in this case, one best way to dealing with this difficulty is just typing, Believe me, yeah, I'm pretty, yeah. I saw a lot of example. So okay, yeah, here this is the list, yeah, and then this is empty dictionary, right? So using the array, we create a for loop, yeah. And then the most important thing is that you need to do the comma. I forgot. How can I call it? Does anyone help me? Colon. Okay. You need to do colon. Okay. And then actually, this is I forgot. I'm sorry. You need to do tab space. Tab. Yeah. Because very sensitive to Python. Yeah. So you need to do tab. But in this case, I'll do twice because the formatting is a little bit different, but you need to do like one tab anyhow. So yeah. So this for loop is executed 3 times with this number A, B, C, right? So each A, B, C has the other 3 times of numbers, correct, right? And then we keep adding the list. If you feel like the computer, we just focus this one, yeah. We create a new list, append 1, 2, 3. That's it. And then at the end, and after this function, we wanna append, insert this new array to that dictionary, right? So at the end of the execution, we have this kind of the result. A, right? Execute 1, 2, 3. It comes from this loop, correct? And then B, another B loop. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? So we basically chipping two different array as a dictionary. I mean, so this is all about, right now we are looking at this example as a for loop, double for loop, but it's more about like how you think about how to process your data as a pre-process. Yeah. So this is all about like, it's not about the programming at the end of the day. It's more about like, oh, okay, this kind of data set, in order to visualize, we need to make this kind of process. It's more about the thinking process, okay? And I'm not going to talk about the tuple deeply because it's a little bit straightforward. It's very similar to the let's say the array, okay? But it's immutable. Once you assign it, we cannot change. This is the, let's say, the importance of tuple or beauty of tuple. Yeah. So there's a tuple example here.